Today's football predictions on BetCraft. Another very beautiful Sunday morning, and once again we are back with the predictions. We always look at football matches that's going on across the globe, but also getting the historical statistics on each of these teams. Using those stats, we always come up with the verdicts, actually the right verdict for each of these matches most of the time. And today we'll do that once again, and we'll look at yesterday matches. We saw that we actually had a very good run yesterday. Aside. Porto, who disappointedly lost out to Estrella yesterday. Um, Aside that, we had a very good run. Also in our Telegram games that were posted there, very long ticket. There's almost 1,000 odds. We saw most of the games playing just the way we expected it. Once again, it was the Porto that actually battled against a team that's actually battling relegation in Portuguese league, and that's the surprises that we get in football once in a while. It does happen, all right. But today we hope to do very well, and hopefully we won't be getting all those sort of surprises today, and we're doing so very well. So without further ado, I will be looking at football matches, But I want to ask you first. Who are coming across our video for the first time that are yet to subscribe, take out time to hit the subscription button right now so that you don't miss out on our football predictions that will always come up on this very channel on a daily basis. All right. That being said, let's head to the business of today, and we start with the very first match today. It is in Italian Serie A, where we have Fiorentina who will be facing Empoli. Okay, for Fiorentina, we'll look at the stats. For Fiorentina, in the last 6 matches, they've been able to achieve 3 wins and 3 draws, and for Empoli, it is 3 draws and 3 losses in the last 6 games. And when you take a look at how these two teams perform from home and away basis, you can see that playing from home, Fiorentina have actually done very well from home, winning 6 matches and 3 draws in the last 10 home games. They've also had 1 loss in the last 10 home matches. And away side, Empoli, on the other hand, have managed just 4 draws, losing 6 matches out of the last 10 away games. They've not been able to win a single match in the last 10 away games that they've had so far. And on head-to-head basis, last time both teams met, it was a 2-2 draw. That was actually in December of last year, and the last 3 head-to-head meetings for both sides actually saw, them playing out 3 draws on those 3 occasions. So for this very one, we'll be expecting Fiorentina, who will be looking to do very well to move up the ladder in Italian Serie A. We expect Fiorentina to either win or draw here and under 4.5. So it is not, it is home side to either win or draw. All right, that's what we expect. Home win or draw and under 4.5. That's what verdict for that very game. Okay, and the next is in Belgian Pro League, where we have Genk, who will be coming up against the Royal Antwerp. For Genk, they've won 3 games and a draw, losing 2 matches in the last 6 games. And Royal Antwerp, on the other hand, have had 3 draws and 3 losses in the last 6 games. Okay, all right. When you take a look at the performances from home and away basis, you can see that the home side, Genk, have actually won 7 games and 2 draws in the last 10 home matches, losing just 1. And away side, on the other hand, Antwerp have managed just 1 win, but have had 6 draws in the last 10 away games, and also they've lost 3 games out of those. And on head-to-head basis, you could see that the last time they met was a 1-0 draw, and the other perhaps that we saw the playing out a 2-2 draw. But on those 2 occasions, Royal Antwerp played from home. But the last time Genk played from home, we saw Genk beating this very side by 2-0. And in this very one, we're expecting Genk, the home side, to rise to the occasion and also win outrightly here. And we expect a home win outrightly. Home win, that's all right for that very game. Okay, and the next game that we have for you today is in. Actually, today is good, having a lot of big odds, and it is in Poland, League 1, where we have Odra Opole, who will be up against Gonika Legsna. All right, for home side, Odra Opole, it is 2 wins in the last 6 matches, but have also lost 4 games out of those 6 matches that they had so far. And away side, Gonik Legsna have managed to achieve 4 victories and 2 losses out of the last 6 games that they had. When you take a look at their performances from home and away base, you can see that for the home side of the poll, 2 victories in the last 10 home matches and also 4 draws. But they also lost out on 4 occasions out of the last 10 home matches that they had so far. But away side, on the other hand, Gonik have won 3 games and 3 draws, losing 4 matches in the last 10 away games. But the last 2 away games that we saw, Gonik played saw them winning those 2 away games, from and on head-to-head basis, you could see that the last time both teams met was a 2-2 draw, and the Gonik also actually played from home on that occasion. But in this very one, we are going for the away side to, achieve a result, to not lose out only here. So we expect to see away side Gonik to either win or draw here. That's a verdict. Away win or draw and under 4.5. That's a verdict. Away to win or draw and less than 5 goals in this very encounter. That's a verdict for that very game. Okay, and the next we have today is in Denmark Super League. We'll have Lyngby who will be facing Silkeborg. For Lyngby, they have won just once in the last 6 matches. They've also had 2 draws and they've lost 3 games out of the last 6 games that they had. And Silkeborg, on the other hand, their way side have won 3 games and a draw, losing 2 matches in the last 6 recent encounters. And looking at how these two teams perform from home and away basis, you can see Lyngby, the home side, have actually won 4 matches and 3 draws, losing 3 matches in the last 10 home matches. And away side Silkeborg have had 4 victories and 2 draws, but have also had 4 losses. But also what you've mentioned is the fact that the away side, the last 10 away games they've had, have produced over 2.5, 9 times out of 10. That tells you that most of the matches produce a lot of goals. And the last time they met was actually this month, and it was Silkeborg who won from home on that occasion against Lyngby by 2-1. And again, once again, we expect to see goals in this very encounter. So it is a minimum of 3 goals to appear in this very encounter, over 2.5. That's what we expect for that very game. And the next game that we have for you today is in Norway, second division group 2 actually. We'll have Alta who will be coming up against Strommen. And when we take a look at the recent games for these two sides, we see for Alta, they've won 4 games and have lost 2 matches out of the last 6 games. And we side Strommen have won 5 games and 1 draw in the last 6 games that they had. All right, when you take a look at how these two teams perform from home and away basis, you see out at the home side have actually won 6 games and 2 draws. They've also lost 2 matches and the last 10 home matches. And also when you look at how the goal scoring here, it is 9 times out of 10 that I've seen over 2.5, and most of the time they score a lot of goals. For the home side, they've been averaging a minimum of 4 goals in the last 10 home matches. Okay, for the away side at Strommen, they've actually won 7 games and a draw in the last 10 away games. They've also lost 2 matches. Also, once again, these guys are having lots of goals, appearing in most of the matches. They've had 7 times out of 10 over 2.5 again. And in this very one, when we look at head-to-head performances for both sides, how they met, last time they met, it was Strommen who won by 5-2. That tells you that these two sides produce lots of goals each time. So we expect to see a lot of goals, minimum of 3 goals. That's what we expect for this very encounter. It is an over 2.5. That's a verdict. And then that takes us to the last game for today. It is also in Norway Division 2 Group 2. Once again, what we have Rana who will be up against Ullensaker. Okay, when you look at how these two teams have fared for Rana, it is 4 victories and 2 losses, and away side 1 win, 2 draws, and as well as 3 losses in the last 6 matches. Okay, looking at how these two teams fared from home and away base, you can see that Rana, the home side, have won 9 games in the last 10 home matches. They've also had 1 loss, and away side Ullensaker have had 3 victories and a draw, losing 6 games in the last 10 away matches that they have so far. The last away match they have, so they played at a 1-1 draw against Norstrand. And Rana actually have been winning the last 8 home matches. I've saw Rana winning all 8 home matches. They've done so very well, and there have not been any head-to-head meetings record between these two sides. But we are going with the home side. It's actually a very big odd, but we are going with the home side to take the day in this very one. It is a home side to win out shortly. That's what we expect for this very encounter, and that brings our questions for you today on Betcraft to a conclusion. And also remember, do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Also subscribe to our Telegram channel where we'll be posting our longer tickets that's going to have lots of odds. Why don't we all try this once in a while and see how it goes? And you never know where salvation could come from. All right, that being said, wish you the very best of luck and hope your ticket goes green. Also remember, tomorrow is another day. We'll be back with our predictions right on this very channel, and also bet responsibly. But until that time, keep winning.